Yeah, Marku, but all that stuff is private. Like your Discord and your Instagram, like as you say, that they're private stuff and you have like friends and family on it. Whereas Imgur is like anonymous. And, you know, anonymity is good or bad, depending on how you use it. See, that's what I like about a Harvard. No need for account. That's what I mean by piratey. That's iron, that there. What's another word for it? Guerrilla. Guerrilla internet. See, that's the thing with phone apps, is that they make everything personalized. That's how they control you. That's how the corporations control your information. Putting that back, and then gold. Although I guess it's not a problem if you don't mind putting a lot of junk on your personal accounts. I was thinking like, okay, so anonymity means you don't have to care so much about your family and friends seeing what you're posting, for example. But what if you didn't care anyway? What if your like main persona is guerrilla internet? How is it just because you don't care now doesn't mean you won't care in the future? What I mean is but then it's too late. No, but I don't mean don't care about your privacy. What I mean is like you just post low quality stuff to your friends and family as well. Because that's like one way to counteract. I did not see that. In fact, that didn't appear. Alright, you might have to whisper it to me, Maku, instead of putting it in the stream chat. Can I, hold on, Maku, click on him. I thought I'd be able to manually approve the link. What was I saying? Oh, I was how I was saying that one way to I guess counteract surveillance is spam. Is to give them a whole lot of junk to look at, and then to hide information in amongst the spam. Like if we generate enough nonsense communication, potentially we overwhelm the surveillance. Put that back, and this is gold. Alright, Marco has whispered me. I mean hi. How is this? It's have to be info inside IE's steganography, not just hidden by masses of other non-technical stuff. It's just no use. Yeah, trolls of billions of things. So and another few spewed up by user relevant. So it's not. So spam not much use. Just hide it in encryption. Yeah. But I don't mean just spam from one person. I mean if everybody posts nonsense. Stuff like, I mean, people use code words and slang and things like that quite a lot. Alright, so this is what Maku posted. So it's just a... So each of those command blocks is a different Harvesters, maybe that's what 4chan and Reddit is. I highly suspect Reddit is that. There is a lot of there's a lot of slightly provocative stuff on Reddit that when you read it closely it doesn't actually make any sense. Things that, you know, appear to be interesting but turns out to be just the same junk over and over again. Because at the moment AI isn't quite smart enough to figure out what things mean, right? They can keywords and they can have like patterns of word usage. Marco says he sent another. Let me look at that one. So where is it counting kills? Is it... Is it counting globally or is it counting in that area? Like, is it counting on the platform or... So I guess what I'm saying is, like, can you make like an arena, for example, and then it keeps score, but only within the arena? This is iron. You know, however, we're kind of joking about 4chan, but 4chan kind of does that. Like 4chan, there's so much like provocative nonsense, and then very occasionally, sometimes there's some real stuff there, like people planning attacks and then actually carrying them out. And it kind of is difficult to tell the junk from the real stuff on 4chan. Right? Like you know, let's say racist ranting. Like, so there's so much racist ranting, and then there's like one guy who actually means it and he does something about it. And you kind of like can't sort out the real guy from the nonsense. That actually is a problem. Alright, gold one side, iron the other. down there. Let's see, about 20 more minutes today, right? Right. It's gonna take a long time. It took all of today's session, and I don't think I'll finish laying the iron and the gold in this session. And this is only one branch, right? So I'm gonna like estimate. It is one of the longer branches. Look at the map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it might take me maybe 2.5 months to finish all the dirt punching in loop 1 and loop 4. The way this is going. So that's the forecast. Until like maybe February 2020. For what's gonna happen here. Yeah, at least Brexit got done before before this. How says US could be on their 47th president before you finish? They could be. They very well could be, however. Actually, that's not even that hard, however. I mean, if they do impeach Trump, and then the elections are pretty soon. No, that's definitely gonna happen, however. Never mind could. They definitely are gonna be on their 47th. But that's not to say they are fast at impeaching Trump. It just means that I'm slow. How is this not? I reckon Trump will get elected again. Then another president is 46, which will be 8 more years, and then the 47th. Well, let's see, that's like 12 years from now. Oh man. Yeah, no, year 12, possibly? I might be able to finish this within 12 years. And that is assuming, however, that Trump does not make himself emperor and stay in power for another 40 years. Well, he's not gonna live for 40 years, is he?